one talking about Crystal Noir, the original Eau de Toilette version by Versace. The notes in this are Florals, Spice, and Sandalwood. Honestly, I'm kind of confused about the notes because if you go to Fragrantica, there's two different listings for this, and it also shows something different there than if you go to the Ulta site. So I'm not sure if theirs has the original and the Ulta site is pretty different, but they both kind of have Floral, Spice, and Sandalwood, so I'm going with that. But yeah, this review's for the original EDT. I think it smells nice enough, but it doesn't really stand out to me that much. And I feel like maybe a bunch of people wore this when I was in high school. It came out in 2004, I think I read. Because it definitely smells kind of familiar to me, and I don't usually get that out of scents, especially from that era. There's something that smells almost, this is going to sound insulting, but I don't mean it that way, like a little bit hairspray-ish about it. Again, not in an offensive way, but just that sort of scent profile, where it's not like shampoo, but there's something like, I had like punk spiked hair in high school, so very familiar with having to use hairspray for stuff. But yeah, it doesn't grab me, but I don't dislike it by any means, and I feel like I could be into it if a person that I was into was wearing it, that I might even think like, ooh, that smells good, like sexy or something like that, but just isolated in and of itself, this scent doesn't do that for me. But yeah, I could kind of adapt, and it's not one that I think I'd automatically find like boring or anything like that on an actual person. Also fairly versatile for different weather and scenarios. Leans feminine, makes sense. It's marketed as feminine, but I always say either way because sometimes stuff is marketed one way and then it really smells differently. But moderate to good longevity and projection, and goes for $85 for a 50 milliliter bottle. And I'll link in the description where you can get a bottle. And for sample, you might have to check eBay or something like that. Or if I see a place that's selling samples, I'll link that too.